In 2007, Hollywood actress Angelina Jolie adopted a 3-year-old boy from Vietnam and named him Pax. The kid lived in an orphanage and was not needed by anyone, but since then his life has completely changed. Today, Pax is one of the most mysterious children of Jolie. What does he look like now at 19, and why does he avoid paparazzi and public attention? Keep watching to find out his incredible life story. This is Wow Channel. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for notifications. Let's begin! This little boy was born in Vietnam in 2003. His mother gave birth to him in a hospital in Ho Chi Minh City and left the next day. According to the laws of this country, the boy's mother was searched for a month. When it became clear that the woman was gone forever, the baby was transferred to the orphanage Tam Binh. As it turns out later, the boy's mother was addicted to illegal substances, so she could not take care of the child. Before giving birth, the woman gave the boy the name Pham Quang Sang. It is standard practice in Vietnam for a woman to name her baby before the birth in the hospital, because after the war, many women often died in childbirth due to starvation and disease. Therefore, they are offered to come up with two names, one for the boy, the other for the girl, in case she suddenly dies. For the first 3.5 years of his life, Phan didn't know what maternal love and care were. He lived in difficult conditions in an orphanage, and only a miracle helped him find a real family, where he was really loved. Here's what Angelina Jolie said about the life of a boy in an orphanage. He spent 3.5 years of his life in one place, in one room, in this one little iron bed with 20 other kids, and having no choice for himself to do things, having no freedom. And suddenly here he is in a very free situation with new brothers and sisters and a mom and a dad. He's learning English and he's so loving and he's wild and free cause he suddenly has freedom, so he's a little wild and crazy, Jolie shared. When the actress decided to take the boy from Vietnam into her family, she already had 3 children. In 2001, she adopted a boy from Cambodia, Maddox. In 2005, a girl from Ethiopia, Zahara. And in 2006, her first biological daughter, Shiloh, was born. Just a year later, Jolie decided to adopt a 4th child. She already had a lot of motherhood experience and felt very happy being surrounded by kids. In 2007, Jolie, along with her then-partner Brad Pitt, applied to an orphanage in Vietnam with a request to find a healthy 3-5-year-old boy for them. Little Phan perfectly met all the requirements. Educators said that he was a smart and modest child and one of the few in the orphanage who was completely healthy. I did originally think not to adopt from Vietnam because Mad was Cambodian and the two countries have a complex history, Jolie told Vogue. When I was reading a book on human rights and found myself staring at an image of a Vietnamese fighter held captive by Americans, I thought of focusing on a future where we were all family. Pax is the strength and center of so much in our lives. I'm very blessed to have been allowed to be their mom. I'm grateful every day. At first, the actress received sole custody of the child because, according to the laws of the country, unmarried couples cannot adopt kids, but single people can. A year later, her then-partner Brad Pitt also adopted the boy and became his official father. The boy also changed his name. Now they began to call him Pax Tien. Pax means peace in Latin, and Tien means sky in Vietnamese. Jolie immediately took the child to the United States, where he began a completely different life. The boy made friends with his brother Maddox. They became very close and always understood each other well. The boy quickly got used to the new family and began to consider America his home. However, the journalists didn't want to leave the family alone and therefore looked for new sensations. They tracked down Pax's biological mother and interviewed her. A woman named Pham Tu Dang told the News of the World that she was unable to take care of the baby due to her addiction to illegal substances. She didn't fight for her son, as she decided that he would be better off in a new family than with her. "I am not his mother anymore because I abandoned him. I saw his face in the newspapers and I wanted to recognize him, but I could not. He was a stranger to me. I wanted to forget all about him, but it hurts so much to see his face and hear about everything that is happening to him. It brings all the pain back to me. My dream is that one day he'll visit me and call me mother, but it's only a dream. I know it's impossible," she said. Despite the break with the biological family, Pax remembered his roots. Angelina Jolie always helped him learn more about the history of his native country, and she also took him to Vietnam. Pax has always been a calm and quiet boy. Among all the children of Jolie, he is perhaps the most mysterious of all. He feels confident in public and often has to go to premieres with his family. He posed for the paparazzi. A couple of times he even took part in the filming with his mother, once in the movie Maleficent and another time in the dubbing of the film Kung Fu Panda 3. However, this work didn't impress him. It can be seen that Pax doesn't want to be famous at all, like his parents, and he doesn't like to be in the spotlight. "None of my kids want to be actors. They are actually very interested in being musicians. Pax loves music and DJing," said Jolie. Pax is so modest that he even missed his own high school graduation in Los Angeles. The fact is that at that time everyone was discussing the scandalous divorce of Jolie and Pitt. Therefore, the boy decided to avoid unnecessary attention and questions from journalists. Like all children in this family, he had a hard time going through the divorce of his parents. However, he decided to support his foster mother. His relationship with his adoptive father is quite tense. The press writes a lot about Angelina Jolie's children. Everyone discusses the conflict between Maddox and Brad Pitt, Charlotte's appearance, and other children's hobbies. However, Pax is probably the least written about. It was only recently that journalists reported that he allegedly works as an artist and signed his works with his pseudonym Ampto, because he doesn't want to rely on his parents' famous name. It was reported that this isn't just a hobby for Pax. He is gearing up for a show at a gallery in Tel Aviv, Israel. However, the official spokesman of Jolie denied this information. Perhaps this was false news, or maybe the family simply does not want to advertise Pax's passion. After all, people are usually prejudiced against the children of celebrities. Therefore, if you are from a rich and famous family, then sometimes it is better to remain anonymous. Pax is 19 years old now. He lives in Los Angeles, and he is still often seen with his foster mother. They go together not only to premieres, but also for shopping. They seem to have a special connection. The actress has repeatedly admitted that her children are her best friends, and despite the fact that Jolie was often criticized for adopting kids from other countries, she definitely made the right decision, because all her children became for her the most dear and close people. Do you agree with me? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share your thoughts with me, to click like and to subscribe. See you next time!